Allison Sesso is the Deputy Executive Director of the Human Services Council, which just realized in these times you can't just stand up and say we can't have cuts. You've got to broaden and say, you know what, a balanced budget will take additional revenues as well.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone that is supporting these alternatives. There are $285 million in total of cuts just to human services. That is a huge, huge problem for communities across the city. And we are joining together to say we cannot afford to pull back on the commitments we've made to our community. We need child care. We need our senior services.
That's right.
We need mental health services.
That's right.
We need literacy programs.
That's right.
After-school programs.
That's right.
Domestic violence services.
That's
all
right.
of these things together, working with the education system, they all need to work together to make sure that our communities are viable and moving forward. And we have real alternatives. They're right here. Look at all these people supporting these alternatives. We started the Who Cares I Do campaign because we wanted to make sure that we could elevate the voices of the people in the communities. Since mid-February, only 4 months ago, over 10,000 people have signed on to the petition. And that's just a fraction of the people that are actually out there supporting these alternatives. We need to make sure that our elected and appointed officials, that they recognize the importance of all of the human services in its totality. Not peeling off child care separately and peeling off after school, but recognize that they are cohesive and that they work together. And these elected officials that are standing with you before us today, they get it. But we got to make sure that everyone gets it and that our alternative approaches are a serious part of the negotiation. And I want to thank all of you for standing out here in the heat and previously in the cold. We started this fight, I remember standing out here, and I had layers of clothing on and I was freezing. But you know what? We're here today in the cold. We'll be here in the heat. We will keep our voices going because we cannot take $285 million of cuts to human services, and we can't take the cuts to education, the firehouses, the libraries, none of it. We will work hard, and we will continue to be out there on the streets until alternatives are taken seriously. Thank you.